I'm kidding. You don't suck. You don't suck. But you probably tell that to yourself a lot. Or maybe sometimes you tell that to yourself. And that's not really cool. Don't tell that to yourself, okay? Alright, that's easier said than done. It's hard to have a positive self-image, a high self-esteem, a high self-confidence. That's something that many people struggle with. And that can have strong negative impacts in your life. From the way that you feel inside yourself, your inner peace, your well-being, always having that negative self-critic voice hammering inside our heads is not very nice and doesn't really lead to a happy life. But besides yourself, like in your relationships, how does that affect your relationships? Probably it affects them negatively. Maybe you can't have real, deep, happy relationships because of that. Maybe you cannot attract the right relationships. Maybe in your job, in your career, in your business, you're not able to go further because you have that low self-esteem, low self-confidence that ends up making you procrastinate or self-sabotage. Maybe in your any goals, anything in your life, this can impact all areas of your life. And today I want to help you understand why you might have a low self-esteem and low self-confidence, and above all, teach you how you can overcome that and how you can improve your self-esteem and self-confidence, how you can make it actually very high, but in a healthy way, not in a toxic way, in a healthy way where you just really love yourself, where you just really are very confident about yourself, and you have a positive impact in your life and the life of others around you. Let's get into that. And I'm going to teach you the most foundational way of improving your self-esteem and self-confidence. The foundations of it all. And here it is. The most basic way to cultivate self-esteem and self-confidence, because it's what it's all about. But it's probably also the most difficult one for most people to do, and the reason why most people find it hard to have a high self-confidence and self-esteem. So what is it about? Really, self-confidence and self-esteem is about looking at yourself and liking what you see, and liking what you are, right? And feeling like you are capable of, like you have the skills, like you have the qualities. That's what it really is about. The first way is just about you doing that. It's about you looking at yourself and appreciating yourself, appreciating your good qualities, your skills, your unique qualities and skills, the good things about you, the amazing things about you. And let me tell you something. This might be hard to do. You might even feel like you don't really have qualities, you don't really have skills. This is the number one obstacle towards people feeling confident about themselves and having a high self-esteem. And why is this? Well, we need to talk about, as always, we need to talk about trauma. Always trauma, of course. So, what is the role and impact of trauma in this? Very simply, trauma is when you go through an experience where a certain part of you feels unsafe to exist, and so you learn that you shouldn't have it, and that stays with you for the rest of your life, having impact on everything you do, feel, say, everything, right? But trauma, how does it impact your self-esteem and self-confidence? For most people, or for many people, we've been through experiences in our life, in our early life, where we felt that if we thought good about ourselves, and if we showed others that we felt good about ourselves, we would be maybe punished. We would be receiving less love from others, and we'd receive instead critique or even abandonment and rejection. And that's very dangerous for a child, especially a child that is feeling that from their caregivers. You learn that you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't look at yourself and feel good about yourself. You shouldn't look at yourself and feel like you are good, like you matter, like your qualities, like you're amazing. And you shouldn't really have self-confidence, because Maybe you learned that you had to depend on others, and others would only love you if you were dependent on them, and you'd be looking to them to satisfy what you need, so that then you would have to be what they wanted you to be, right? So you shouldn't be self-confidence. You shouldn't be like, by myself I'm good, I'm powerful, and I can do this. You maybe have learned that, and maybe not only you learned that you shouldn't celebrate how amazing you already are, maybe you actually learned that you shouldn't even be amazing. You shouldn't even be confident. You shouldn't even have good qualities that would make other people appreciate you and you appreciate yourself, because that could have been unsafe. Maybe you learned that. And so maybe now, because of that trauma, not only are you unable or find it hard to see the good things about you, but you've also created a version of you that does not have those qualities, that does not have that amazingness. It's not only that you cannot see what you have, you may be saying, I actually didn't have any. And that maybe you're not seeing it because of trauma, or it might be that it's actually, in a way, it's true, because you created that version of yourself because of trauma. And this is very important to begin to recognize, because then there's also a solution. Because if you've created that version of yourself, that means that you do have those qualities. You do have that amazingness. That's part of you. But and subconsciously, you chose to hide them. You had to eliminate them from you. You built a version of you without those, but they are there. And you can begin reconnecting with them, and you can begin bringing them back into your life. And I can assure you that you have amazing qualities, unique skills, unique gifts that make you special, because every human being does, and you have them too. Whether you just don't see them because you cannot see them, but you have them in your life, or you just don't have them because you had to hide them and you had to create a version of yourself without them. You have them. They are there. And the key for you to either become able to see what you already have existing in yourself, or to recover what's already part of you in your deepest and most authentic nature, the key for you to be able to reconnect with that and see that is to make it safe again for you to do that. And that's the process of healing trauma. And of course, I won't be diving deep into that in this video. You can watch my other videos on this. But as you do this process of making it safe for yourself to begin not only seeing your qualities, but having good qualities, that's the process. And let me tell you something, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be very uncomfortable at first, because you learned that wasn't safe, so your protective emotions are going to be afraid, are going to feel terrified about it. But the key is that you do it safely and to allow yourself to experience that fear, those uncomfortable emotions as you're beginning to look at your good qualities again, and as you're beginning to allow yourself to have amazingness in yourself again. The key here is begin doing that and allow yourself to feel that discomfort and even that fear as you begin to feel that amazingness in yourself and to start to see those beautiful qualities that you already have and everything that you're capable of, because you are super powerful and you are super amazing. There are many ways you can start doing this. You can make a list, try to write a list of 100 things good about you. Try to do that. I promise you, you can do that. It's going to feel uncomfortable, it's going to feel challenging, but you can do that, and you'll find a lot of good qualities about you that you didn't know you had, and celebrate them. And maybe by the point that you get to 100, you'll already feel like, okay, I could go on. So that's what I want you to do. And the key here is to feel that discomfort. Feel that discomfort that comes when you do that, when you find the good qualities in yourself. Feel that discomfort and be with it Allow yourself to be with it. Don't shy away from the discomfort. Feel the discomfort, and that's how you make it safe again for you to have a high self-confidence and self-esteem. And then put yourself in situations where you can shine, where you can, be your best self. Go discover new skills, go do different things. Put yourself in different situations, different contexts, so that you can start rediscovering your amazingness, your great skills. And also look within, meditate, practice, contemplate, try to reconnect with your heart, because your heart will tell you the direction to follow that is about your true gifts. So if you feel disconnected from your true gifts, if you feel like, I don't really have a great quality, a unique skill, then you're disconnected with your heart, with your soul, with your true gifts. And so by looking inside, meditating, creating that inner space, that inner safe space, and doing all these exercises that I'm telling you about, you'll be able to start connecting or reconnecting with the unique gifts that exist inside of you, because they do, and they are amazing. This is your process for starting to cultivate a higher self-confidence and self-esteem. It's all about this. Do these exercises, do this practice, and above all, feel the discomfort that comes from these exercises with safety. And you will see your self-confidence and self-esteem rise in a beautiful and healthy way. Not in a way that you're just, so full of yourself. No one likes that. But in a way that you really look at yourself and you're like, I'm amazing, and that's true. And that's true. And I'm amazing for myself and for others around me, and that's true. So this is what awaits you if you do this. Start doing it, and I can't wait to see your beautiful transformation. Oh, and one last thing. If you're wanting to do this work in a real, profound, and lasting way, then there is one skill that you need to develop for you to be able to do that. And that skill is emotional awareness. The only way for you to be able to feel that discomfort and for you to connect with your emotions and connect with your inner gifts, the only way for you to do that is to bring awareness into that, consciousness into that. And that's how the process of healing that trauma begins to unfold. So the first thing you need to develop is that emotional awareness. And I have created a complete step-by-step guide to emotional awareness that you can download for free. The link is in the description below, so make sure to click it and download your free copy of the Emotional Awareness Guide. I'm Dr. Philippe Rocha from the Star Soul School, and I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's helpful to you, I hope you liked it, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment for me, share it with someone who might need to see it, and subscribe for more.